So Spencer, just our usual weekly catch-up, but I think before we start talking about Torquay as a whole, let's just talk about Haddy. I know you got injured at the weekend, so what's the update with that?
Yeah, gutted for him, obviously, most importantly. 5 to 6 months out, I'm afraid, very serious, basically complete shoulder reconstruction. I think he's having an op on Monday. Just wish him all the best. I'm just gutted for him. So innocuous, but it's basic reconstruction, so it's a big job. And just absolutely gutted for Haddy. So we just wish him all the best.
And then just looking back to the whole of the game at the weekend, what are your thoughts on it? Now you've had a couple of days to digest the result.
Yeah, look, the game was lost in the first 10 minutes, wasn't it? And I think it was a great learning exercise. Got the stats in. Stats only tell you a certain story, but look, we had 62% possession, 17 attempts on goal. I think they had 8. And we won more duels, which was a plus. But I don't want to take anything away from Torquay. They got themselves 2-0 up. They kept us at arm's length. Our quality wasn't good enough for in and around the box. And we had so many good entries, as the possession stats will back up. But the crossing and the shooting wasn't good enough. And that's obviously where it counts. So you have to give Torquay massive credit. It was a poor start from us. It was that 10-15 minutes of men against boys, but a great learning experience for us. And we could have folded. Many teams would have folded with all the injury situations we've had. And, we've come out with some positives. Obviously very, very disappointed. The second goal, I must put on record, I've seen it. Look, Jack's still not having it. He thinks it's a foul as it comes onto him. I think it's a goal. Want to be fair when you see it, but we weren't helped by the officials. The officials actually admitting they'd had a chat at half time and decided it shouldn't have been allowed. So it was an almighty mess. I didn't think the officials had a good game, sadly. There were all types of decisions going for both teams, but I tend to look at things about how I'd feel if it goes against me the other way around, and I would be very disappointed if that's not awarded that goal. So. As I said, Jack feels he's been fouled into it, so it is what it is. Whether that's bad luck or we didn't defend well enough, you give Torquay a lot of credit. But it was a great experience, disappointing as well. And I said, massive thank you to the 100 or so fans that travelled down.
It was nice to have a full bench at the weekend. Where are we at with injuries at the moment in the team?
Well, we're training at the moment outside. We've got a lot of lads that are giving it a go tonight to see where they are, and we'll be assessing this up to the last minute. That's for sure. So obviously, Cooley's back in contention. State the obvious, Haddy's not. But we've obviously got a lot of doubts over Luch, Reggie, Guy's been quite ill for over 2 weeks. Robbo was struggling, and there's others as well. Quite frankly, the list. Reggie, obviously, Matty had just come back. Manny had just come back, and we were asking them to do an awful lot. So look, it's tough, but it is what it is. People are in good spirits. They're close. We've got a lot of lads that are close. Got to bear in mind it's a 4G. Albeit it's been relayed this summer, but we'll have to look at it carefully. Penders as well, he's out there lightly training, and they're just testing it, quite frankly. So they've got a lot of lads that are not far away, but a lot of decisions to be made and see how they react to decide whether they're in contention for Saturday.
So looking ahead then to Maidstone, obviously they're on a great run of form at the moment themselves. They've just overtaken us last night in the league. What can we expect from them on Saturday?
Well, I suppose that's the negative. If you want to be negative, they're 14 games unbeaten. So, what an incredible run. But let's get back into the real world. We're on the same points as them, I believe. We're a really good team. I know it's ridiculous to say let's take the 10 minutes out we had at Torquay, and then arguably we would have been disappointed if we hadn't won the game. But, as I said, Torquay keeper only made 1 save in the game. Jack Turner didn't make 1. So, except he's picked the ball out of the net twice. So, it's another massive challenge. I quite like the fact that we've just been to Torquay, and what we look for in management is to improve. We've got another massive task away at a side in phenomenal form, haven't conceded a goal in the last 3 games, won 3 games away from home, and we'll have a huge attendance there. I'm sure we'll travel well again, but it's that challenge. But we're in the same place in the league, and we've got some great players. We rightly should be looking forward to it. I know I am. yes, it's a challenge, but we're after moments. We're after moments in the season that hopefully add up to quite a lot, and we're banging this. Look, we're always trying to overachieve, and we are. We're incredibly young. We've got an awful lot of injuries, but most teams get them at some point during the season. But another exciting challenge.
Cheers, Spencer, and good luck for Saturday.
Thanks a lot.